Shovel Knight is a masterpiece. Shovel Knight is the greatest indie game of all time. Period. I've never been so satisfied with a game. I've bought Shovel Knight 5 times, and it was worth it every single time. If you didn't know, there was a small indie studio, Yacht Club Games, and they wanted to make not just any game, they wanted to create an NES classic, a game so perfect that it would fit alongside the greatest games of all time. And you know what? They did it. They created the style, the feel, and the charm of a classic Nintendo game. It was like they traveled back in time and stole this game before it was ever released. Shovel Knight is a masterpiece, and it really does feel like it was made back then. Shovel Knight is a game about a knight who is traveling the world fighting evil, mourning the loss of their long-lost love. The controls are smooth, the levels are perfectly designed, and every boss feels like they were ripped from a classic NES game. The only thing that's different from an NES game is how polished it is, how smooth the controls are, how modern it feels. This game can simultaneously feel like a game that was made in the 90s, while at the same time playing better than any game from today. Yacht Club goes above and beyond. They built 4 games for free. They took the entire game, changed the controls, the mechanics, redesigned every level to function as its own game. They called it Plague of Shadows. It's definitely not my favorite out of all the sub-sequels, but it's good. It was amazing. It's a secret story happening in tandem with everything else. What the bad guys are doing in secret. Then, they made the best version of Shovel Knight. A grittier, darker, more gothic sequel with an even better set of controls and movement. Spectre of Torment, my favorite of them all. They even made a card game with a quicker and more fast-paced character in King of Cards. Then, after they gifted us all of those games for free, they still weren't satisfied. They created an entire fighting game. Now you can play as every single character in the game and fight it out. And you can get all 5 of these games by buying one $30 game. It's fucking nuts. Yacht Club is the greatest gaming company I've ever seen. I haven't even explained the joy I feel at the body swap system. Are you tired of Mario saving the princess? Well, not in my Shovel Knight. Now I can be the princess. Now the princess can be a man. Now we can both be princesses. Now we can both be princes. Everyone can be non-binary. It's fucking incredible. The amount of care and joy seeped into these games makes you realize how fucked up the gaming industry really is. Shovel Knight is beautiful, absolutely breathtaking. They could have done 12 more add-ons and I would have eaten it up. They could have sold every single add-on for 20 bucks each and I would have bought it left and right. They could have milked this cash cow for decades, but they did something insane. They stopped. They gave us what we deserved, and they left while shit was good, and they made other games. I would have loved to buy a Shield Knight game, but they decided to have integrity, to try something new. And if they didn't do that, they wouldn't be Yacht Club. They wouldn't be the greatest gaming company in existence. If you haven't bought Shovel Knight on every single console, do it. It's definitely worth the money. And then some. If people can buy terrible Skyrim ports for 60 bucks on every system, if companies can lie and say that they've made the first quadruple A game, where they release all these AAA games dead on arrival, and they torture their employees, if they can put up ridiculously online-only games and live service bullshit, you can just buy Shovel Knight instead. The perfect game. Anyway, I'm Aloney the Bard. Gay Knight for life. Thanks for listening. Bye. Oh man, I'm so happy I remade this video. I've been feeling sick for weeks. And let me know if you like this format. I've been trying a bunch of trendy stuff lately, and I feel like this is better. I don't really like talking about trends, and I don't really think it helps. I want to talk about masterpieces like this. It might be what this channel actually needs, but if it's not, then I don't care. It's what I want. It's what I need. Anyway, check out my other video. Here's an older video. It's about Star Citizen and how it is both beautiful and terrible. I kind of want to replay it for fun and see if it's just as bad and maybe make another video about it. I'm going to be going back through my back catalog and just talking about all these classic games that I love. So check it out. Anyway, see you loners later. Bye.